Thursday Maths tutorial. Today we are doing equations with fractions. So sometimes the variable or the unknown thing can be a fraction of an amount. So a fraction of what number is 6? So they've said, well, instead of writing of a number, we're going to write x. And the way we can write that we're looking for a quarter of x is either this way or this way. So we know a quarter of x is 6, or you can write it this way. Quarter of x is 6. They're multiplying it by 4 here and here because 4 over 4 is the same as having one whole unit. And we know that from this page here. If I go back, we know from here that 1m or 1 anything is the same as m. So when you put 4 over 4, it's the same as 1, and 1x is the same as just x. So you'll be solving for x that way. So you're looking at the denominator and saying, right, I need to multiply this fraction by 4 to have 4 at the top, and I multiply by 4 on the other side, so then x is 24. Here, you'll be solving for the x here, but what you'll be doing as well, okay, the bottom of this fraction is 2, so in order to make this a full unit, 2 halves, 2 over 2, I have to multiply this side by 2 and this side by 2, and then I'll have my x. Here, you'll be multiplying by 3, you'll be looking here at 5, 6, 4, for example, 1/8 t. I'll do that one. 1/8 t equals, is it 9 they're saying? Yes. So I want to create 8/8 because that's one whole unit, and because 1 t is the same as just t, and it'll be me solving what t is worth, the variable. So how do I get 8/8? Well, I have to multiply this side by 8. So it'll be 8 over 8t, which is equal to, well, 9 by 8, because that's what we're doing on this side. So 8 over 8, which is 1, t is equal to 72. So t is equal to 72. Okay, so that is how you're working them out. You're looking at the denominator, and that'll help you know what you have to multiply the fraction and the other number by. Laura spent 3/5 of her money buying a ball. How much money had she first? So x represents her money, you know, the amount, the full amount. So 3/5 of this full amount was €18. 1/5 is, well, they got rid of the 3 by dividing this side by 3 and this, so they got the 3, 18 divided by 3 is 6. And then to find out how much you'd at first is 100%, the 5/5, the whole amount. They multiplied this fraction by 5, so they multiplied this side by 5 and they got 30. X is 30. Here is another way to write it. You can put the 3x over the 5, or you can write the fraction and then the x. So you're going to be solving here for the, let me see. Yeah, so you'll want to be getting the full amount. So, for example, I'll do this one, 2/3 y equals 10. So, if 2/3 y equals 10, I know that 1/3 y would be 10 divided by 2, which is equal to 5. I want to get back to the 1/3 so that I can, it's more easy to get to the 3/3 from there. And then 3/3, which is 1 unit, 1 full unit, is the 5, my answer here, multiply by 5. Oh no, sorry, multiply by 3, because I want 3. So then my y is equal to 15. My full amount would be 15. 2/3 was 10, my full amount was 15. So I said 2/3, to get rid of the 2, I divided it into the 10 to get 1/3. And then to get the full amount, the 1 unit, you know, it's 3/3, so you're multiplying the answer by 3. By 3 because we're dealing with thirds. If we were dealing with 6, you'd be multiplying by 6 to get 6/6. And so you get rid of the top number by dividing it in and then multiply by what you want. Now solve these more difficult equations. So how are they more difficult? They're not too bad. It's just the numbers are bigger that you're dividing into. For example, 5/9 equals 95. Just 5/9 q equals 25. Is that what I said? Or 95. So 1/9, same thing as the one up here. 1/9 is equal to 95 divided by 5 to get rid of the 5 up here. And that leaves me with one, what is that? I'll just write it here. So 5 into 9 goes once with 4 over. 5 into 45 goes 9 times, so it's 19. And then 5/5, or the one whole unit, one full amount. If you have 5/5 of a chocolate bar, you have the whole bar. 5/5 Q, Q is equal to 19 multiplied by 5. So that is 5/5 Q. This is all just Q. 5/5 or 1 Q. It just means you have the full amount. You just have Q. So Q is 19 multiplied by 5. So let me think. 5 by 9 is 45, and 5 by 1 is, so that would be, or by 10, 50, and 45 is 95. No, sorry, that couldn't be right. Oh, I see what I've done. Sorry. It's 9 nines I want, not 5 nines. So I'm multiplying this by 9. So then 9 by 9 is 81. 81 and 90 is 171, is it? Let me just write down 81 plus 90. Yeah, it's 171. So Q is 171. So they work the exact same way as these ones, 6th class. They're just into bigger numbers. That's why they're more difficult. Then you have your 2 challenges as well. So what to remember from this, that we are looking at fractions, and it's like we were doing in our Master Maths. They're just explaining it in a different way. I suppose you're solving for X, you're solving and for an amount, for the full amount, for the 4 over 4, or the 12 over 12, or the 10 over 10. So here, when it's 1/4 at the top, you just need to multiply it by 4 to get the full amount. You just need to multiply it by the denominator. If it's just 1 at the top, like these ones, you'll just be multiplying by 8 and by 10. If the numerator is not 1, you have to get rid of that to make it 1. And how do you do that? Well, you divide it into the number to get an answer, and then you can multiply it by the denominator. So you're dividing in by the top and multiply by the bottom. Same way here, you're dividing in by the top, multiply by the bottom, where you need to, if the numerator isn't 1. Here the numerator is 1, so it's actually not bad. You're getting 4/4, so you're just multiplying both sides by 4. You want to get 3/3, multiply both sides by 3, because the numerator is already 1. Here the numerator is 3, so you must get rid of that to make it 1. So you divide the 3 into here to leave you with 1/4, and then find 4/4 by multiplying by 4. You can message me if you're finding them difficult. I'll definitely be looking over these in class next week. But yeah, best of luck with them. Try them out.